Observer.com website here. I'm Taylor Zarzour with Ron Green Jr. and the 2011 Masters is over, and we were walking about third or fourth hole today. We heard this roar on three, and we realized a few minutes later Charles Schwartzel had eagled, and we looked at each other and said, "What if he wins?"
Yeah. There were all sorts of stories that could have happened today. That was among the most unlikely ones. But I mean, he played the best. I mean, he shot 66 the last round. I mean, Tiger had his chance. We have a whole other story with Rory McIlroy. Adam Scott played great. So many guys. I mean, it was the Masters has a way of taking a Sunday and spinning it in so many different ways, and that was a great one.
Schwartzel is probably not going to be the thing that people remember most, at least where we are. It's either going to be Tiger or Rory.
I think so. I think, in a way, it'll be about the guys who didn't win this time, taking nothing away from Schwartzel. But, you know, when Graham McDowell won the U.S. Open, it was about Dustin Johnson. Things like that happened. And because there were so many characters, it changed. I mean, 7 different guys, I think, had the lead on the final round. I mean, that's, especially for a major championship, is amazing. I think the way Rory makes 7 or 10 and just spills out from there is part of what people remember, and especially with him coming back to Wells Fargo in about 4 weeks. His first trip back to the States after what had to be just a gut-wrenching day.
Well, and that's what I was going to say. It was gut-wrenching 80, but in the same respect, what a class act. He answered all of our questions in the locker room afterwards, showed a tremendous humility and a lot of class.
Stood right there, and that had to be tough. You know, he wanted to get away and just go run and hide, go be with his buddies, and start trying to forget about it. But he was very nice, very much a gentleman. It was really something to see.
That thing, Tiger, for a minute there you thought, man, this might be 86 all over again with his run there on the front, but he just couldn't get anything going on the back. And it's not the swing, it's his putting still that's the problem.
Yeah, shooting 36 on the back nine on Sunday is not the way you win the Masters. Even if you shot 31 on the front, it's easy. I mean, he's there. I think we can almost forget about all that swing pace and all that. Now it's about getting putts to go in. You look at what he did on Saturday. So many of them burned the edge. I mean, he had 4 or 5 he had to think about Saturday night. Not today. I mean, he was right there. If you wrote him off, you may even erase him.
Thanks for having me this week. Appreciate it. And look forward to 2012. For Ron Green Jr., I'm Taylor Zarzour on CharlotteObserver.com.